Let's go, boy.
Chill for the night. Watch some shit. Be on the game or something.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn it, everybody else on their YouTube game. We on our YouTube game too. You know what I'm saying? So as always, first and foremost, happy coronavirus day. Happy quarantine. Hopefully y'all is y'all are surviving and keeping sane through these dire times. I'm not even sure if I use that word correctly. If that's
I feel like
correct word,
it fit right there.
It sounded right.
I did not fuck with it.
Sounded good, yeah. So I'm gonna just roll with it. So I hope y'all are able to find positivity in these very negative times.
Got a big boy.
Trump had another press conference today.
I was watching a little bit of it. He was taking this really serious, guys.
That's how you know Trump is bored.
Why? Because he's taking it serious?
Nah, because that nigga had a press conference every day since this coronavirus shit. He like, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna go talk to the people. Not only that, the press conferences haven't necessarily been the most. If you're looking at the media though, and you know how the media goes, it hasn't been the greatest thing for his image, right? But he still keeps doing it. He don't give a fuck.
Think about it, bro. What did you say about? What did you say about music the other day? Like one of the best points, in my opinion.
Well, in reference to what? I don't remember.
Like the sound of it. Like when I was saying,
just how it evolved. You talking about the involvement, or
like the artists, like how people hate on it. He was saying like they got millions of dollars, it can't sound good. So it's like if Trump go up there every day and he's the president, can't be weak. He's the president.
Yeah, some will argue that though. Just because
that's because they coming from hate, they coming from bias. You tell them to be unbiased, they can't. Is it something that's? I agree, but but you gotta admit when a lot of people talk about Trump, for the most part, you know, there's some people maybe have a great reason, but for the most part, it's out of emotion.
Yeah, I think politics is based off of emotion, all of it. Nothing's necessarily based off of what someone's going to do for you, because I feel like every president is going to do most likely the same thing, whether it's Democratic or Republican.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? They're just going to they're gonna put certain priorities ahead of others, right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's what the House of Representatives for, Congress, Senate. You know what I'm saying? If need be, Supreme Court. Like they're there to keep all that shit in check. Like he's just not a one man operating. Like everything ain't on his shoulders, even though that's how we. There has to be a certain amount of votes.
I don't want to stop you. Say that shit again.
It's because
for people in the back, because say it again.
People just be feeling. I'm like, why do you feel like Trump's the end all be on to any decision being made? He's literally just coming out. You could look at him as like, you can really look at him as the as a newscaster. You can look at the government as CNN, and then he's a newscaster. They inform him, they tell him what they want him to go out there and say, and they expect him to do that. But a lot of people are thrown off by Trump because a lot of times he kind of just goes off and does his own thing. So that's why he got a lot of people, or a lot of new votes, or a lot of people who ride for him so hard, because they see he's not a robot every time he go out there and he do speeches. That's why I'm like, if this was any other president, I'm gonna be real with you, it'd probably be hard for me to watch the conferences. But I'm like, I won't lie, Trump be up there. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm gonna say like he be really saying what he's feeling. I was like, okay.
Even how he came sincere, like how he did that was all scripted. It wasn't off like you could just tell when somebody's reading, when somebody's just doing.
Yeah, or you can tell sometimes he's reading and then like he'll start ad-libbing to it.
Yeah, right? He's like, yeah, you know, like
what
anyway,
like this nigga didn't read it before, then he saw a sentence he ain't like. He's like, you know what, I'm not gonna say this.
Yeah, that shit.
Like, you ain't supposed to do that.
It's like pop.
Yep, they said Hillary was ahead on everything. So it's like in the world we live in now, it's kind of fucked up because I'm like, you got Trump you got your president telling you shit, whether you like him or not, and then you got the media telling you shit. I feel like people are siding with either or. You feel me? Like the people who are siding with the media, that's why they hate Trump so much. Because they're like, Trump saying all this, but he's not addressing all the things that we're seeing coming out in the media.
Facts.
And then the people who ride with Trump, they like, well, a lot of that shit fake. So fuck the media. And we got this discord. You know, there's not too many people in the middle where it's like some of the stuff the media is reporting is true, and then some of the stuff that Trump, the way he's handling it, isn't bad. You know. But
it's funny to. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus, but some of my coworkers, man, they just came out and said it because I was like, I don't mind Trump. I was trolling a little bit, but in the terms of real shit.
I respect it. I never put my political views out in work because is gonna turn into something.
I was just playing though.
I don't say nothing about politics when it comes to work. When it even come to people I know that are already gonna think of it from an emotional standpoint. So it's like I'm not even gonna do that. Because a lot of people be real a lot of people come from it from an emotional way, but people take it to that level.
Well, the dudes in there, they was just like, I like Trump, but I don't agree with everything he says though. Like, but I like him though. Like, he doesn't do all bad like everybody thinks. Like, I agree with you. I don't think Trump is all bad. I'm like, I feel like he's an even kill.
It was good Estrada, by the way.
It was good. But yeah, man, I think he's just an even kill. I don't think he necessarily is the most witted person, but you don't become a billionaire being stupid either. So I'm like,
well, I won't lie. I feel like there's a wide range of stupidity and what you want to call genius or being smart or being intellect. Because you can be intellect in one particular field, but then not know nothing about another. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I think in the sense of making money, being a businessman, he's great at it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he was brought up in. That's his whole, his family was a family that owned businesses, owned land, like that had and developed wealth. You know what I'm saying? That's something you're going to teach. You're going to make sure your son, because you want your son to inherit that. Right. So you're not going to not teach them how to be able to control that and be as good as possible as getting a profit from it. Facts. And I think also he's also a great orator. You know what I'm saying? Talking, speaking. I think he's real good at that.
He's a good entertainer. Yeah, it's me as well.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You could tell he has a big ego though. And I think that's what gives him in a lot of trouble. Because he goes off script, and when he goes off script, rather than really addressing it specifically, especially if somebody says something that he don't like, he ends up making it like no, we're doing great. This is the greatest president administration you've ever been under. America's doing the best it's ever been.
Yeah, like he's trying to overhype it,
bro. Because when I be watching those press conferences, he'll go back to the same like talking points when niggas hit him with certain questions, and it's just to boost him. Like if they ask him a specific hard question, like yo, what's up with all the deaths? How you feel about that? He'll go to the same talking points I've heard him been doing from the beginning. He'll be like, well, we're gonna give it to Africa. He always do that.
I see what you're saying. Like,
so it's like, come
how
on,
he's
bro.
talking is just like, it's like, you sounding good, but you're not answering what I'm asking.
Because when you watch it, like, I'm like, nigga, you always, when there's a certain question you can't answer, you always go back to that. You always start just praising that shit.
Damn it, this coronavirus shit gotten so damn crazy that Vince McMahon sold WWE to Disney.
Oh!
What?
What?
You lying, Estrada.
WWE will never be the same.
You lying, Estrada. And think about this. You think maybe something with XFL going under? You think that had to do with something?
Maybe, bro.
Because I'm like, I thought XFL was going to work.
Only reason it didn't work is because of the coronavirus.
That's it. It ruined it. That's what's fucked up. And I know Vince McMahon was like, damn.
I came out with this with the wrong time.
Bruh, because I really thought that shit was going to work.
Because when we was watching it wasn't too bad.
And they had Cardell. The fact that they had the players that they got in comparison to the AFL, that's what I appreciated. Because you got guys that, in my opinion, I want to see play that never got a chance in the NFL. The AFL, they got ran. Like they was getting like third stringers. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was old. I'm like, who are these?
I feel you.
He right.
Hey, man, drop some likes, man. I'm not trying to be no way, but I'm like, man, I just want to see a like in that, goddammit.
He right. WWE allegedly to be sold to ESPN and Fox by middle of May. Vince McMahon reportedly negotiating a deal to sell WWE to ESPN and Fox. Excuse me. Vince McMahon has apparently reached breaking point. Reports suggest his mindset backstage is now fuck it, and one WWE source even has it nicknamed "Screw It Vince."
Damn. So they're saying that he don't give a fuck about the WWE anymore?
This is all allegedly. This is coming from this article. It's hard to blame the boss for feeling that way, though. The uncertainty of the coronavirus pandemic, filing for bankruptcy over the excuse me, just to kind of save your money. Appreciate that like, y'all. Go ahead, throw it
there you go, man. I appreciate that.
And seeing WrestleMania plans ruined would have taken a toll on anybody. What fuck it Vince means for the future of the WWE is unclear, but one massive rumor suggests he could be ready to pack it all in.
Why didn't he pass that? That was so selfish.
That's crazy, y'all. Estrada said Disney is the fucking devil. Disney's been buying everything, goddamn it.
Cruise ships, nigga. They got TV shows.
Bro,
they got rights.
didn't they just buy Fox, right? The movie network. Remember? Because they had the Fox Studios had X-Men. They just bought Fox, so they had the rights. Disney got everything, man. ESPN is gonna have every sport. ESPN is gonna have WWE, UFC, basketball, football.
Disney will be running the world in a minute.
It's
That's
crazy.
all I see.
Low ball, they low ball already do. What's crazy is though, people always think that Fox and ESPN is in competition with each other. I'm like, no, they're not. Fox is owned by Disney.
Never.
They're not in competition. They all make money for Disney. So all y'all who think there's a Stephen A. Smith versus Skip Bayless battle, there's not. They put Skip Bayless over at Fox, so obviously they can build a bigger brand.
It's like Magic and Bird, man.
Bigger.
Magic and Bird are the commentating, man.
That's it, but they're under the same umbrella. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think, oh, Fox is in competition with ESPN, that Undisputed is in competition with First Take. They're not. They all making money for the same parent company.
Because they know there's going to be people that like the Fox and like Skip more than they like Steven.
But people don't know Fox is owned by Disney, though. People think Fox is owned by a different parent company. So that's why they think there's a legit competition right there. But that's crazy.
But they still got the same dynamic. One black guy, one white guy, one white guy, one black guy. Am I lying?
They do, but people don't look that far into it. They just assume Fox, ESPN, two different names. They must be two different platforms competing against each other. That's how people look. WWE sold to Walt Disney Company for $5 billion. Vince McMahon confirms. That's what we was looking for, y'all.
He confirms it.
Yeah, he confirmed it. That's confirmed. WWE has been sold for approximately $5 billion on Sunday. Vince McMahon will stay on to run the WWE, which is going to a highly successful global entertainment brand.
So Disney will own Viagra. Why?
Shit, they probably own them motherfuckers now.
I know, nigga. They just don't. They like a silent partner.
ESPN got silent partner. So Vince McMahon, he's still there, man. He just sold it. He made $5 billion off of that. So he's still probably gonna be making a salary. He's just not the sole proprietor of the company. It's now ESPN and Fox, which makes sense, man. He's gonna make a lot more money from this, and I think a lot of it comes from that XFL bankruptcy, man. I think me and a lot of other people expect the XFL at least to have three seasons. They had a chance, but it's Corona, man.
Damn.
They put a lot of money into a big season that never happened, and they just lost out on it. And bam, bankrupt. Y'all heard about how LA took a lot of that money from the first small business loan bill that came out. Yeah, I'm like a lot of the businesses, man, that deserve the money that was passed on these bills, man. I feel like they still ain't gonna get it, even with this new one passed.
That's a foul.
Donald Trump says he has seen evidence that the coronavirus started in Wuhan virology laboratory, as he warns he could impose tariffs of $1 trillion on China in retribution. So
1 what trillion?
1 trillion, nigga. So we have a big ass debt, right? A lot of our debt is owed to China.
Let's go, boy.
This is just the headline right now. They said another option also is, rather than them wanting to have or having to pay us money, is they'll just wipe away the debt completely of what we owe to China. So I wonder if we're going to hear anything from a lot of these, because I follow or I see a lot of my YouTube feed from these financial guys or whatever, and they do updates on everything they're talking about, and they're talking about how basically America doesn't give a fuck about the debt. They're imposing more debt by giving these big businesses more money or giving people free money. They're not printing more money right now, right? All the money that's being given out is from the debt that we have, and they're building the debt. But if all along Trump or Trump's administration or the government, however you may want to state it, had plans originated from that Wuhan lab, and they didn't do the right things to keep it contained, this is why they're so willing to give out money and keep building the debt rather than print money. Which, if you print more money, you're going to end up obviously leading into inflation, and the dollar will continue to go down. And a lot of people are saying, okay, why aren't you printing money? But instead of just add to the debt, this is their plan. Their plan is to somehow either have China wipe away the debt that they owe to them. That's not gonna wipe away the entire U.S. debt, obviously, but it'll wipe away a good amount of it. Or obviously they're gonna give them a tariff of $1 trillion, which will also help out with the debt, and basically maybe even try and get China to cover a lot of the money that they're already giving out because of this. I want to see if YouTubers are gonna cover that. God damn it! No, I didn't hear that. I heard there's a lot of suggestions that the NBA draft, the NBA season should just be canceled. Like they shouldn't go on with it.
NFL don't have to be canceled then.
They should. They said all sports.
Every sport.
Every sport.
Every sport. So we're going to be sportless?
The only one's not going to listen is going to be the UFC, is Dana White. But nah, I didn't know
that
WWE.
Don't say no.
Oh, yeah, that's right. WWE.
That's this Sunday, isn't it? Are we going to go live?
What is? The WrestleMania?
Yeah. Or whatever it was supposed to, whatever Estrada was talking about, we should watch it.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Estrada, when WWE coming out with their next event, and you said we should cover it.
Yeah, the WrestleMania. But I didn't hear the NBA draft is going to be rescheduled. That's news to me.
Yeah, that's news. I ain't know.
Is that because they're thinking about just why would they do that though? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Because I'm like, if they still plan on to start the season next year, then why not? Still have the NBA draft.
You just said if they're gonna shut down all sports, they're just like fuck the draft.
Well, I mean, if they shut down this season, I'm like, there's still next season.
Yeah.
But I guess technically next season still starts at the beginning of this. the end of this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what motherfuckers is planning
know
right
when
now.
the gym gonna be back open.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on right now because I'm like, as of now, this whole reopening in the States it's not looking good because all I see is reports of more deaths and more
bullshit.
Yeah. Like it seems like the more tests that are coming out and the more easier it is for people to go and get tested is raising the case. So it's kind of a manipulative number. Because I'm like, a lot of these people who are getting tested, they've always had it. They just weren't able to get tested before because we didn't have the proper amount of equipment. Now that we have it, we can actually put it down. But at the same time, it still is good knowledge that you want to know.
Let's go, baby!
Oh, Money in the Bank on May 10th. It was Money in the Bank.
Damn!
Okay, May 10th. So yeah, May 10th. So that's the same weekend as the UFC event too.
Yeah, it's that Sunday.
Bleacher Report reported that the NBA is looking to come back in December and end it in July. So it'll be a different schedule. Interesting. That's interesting. It'll kind of be dope to switch it up.
What?
I wonder if they're going to open it up to the public. I wonder if it's still going to be, it's probably most likely going to be no fans in the arena. Because I'm like, when you really think about these phases that Trump and even these states are implementing in order for the reopen to happen, like these are long stages. Even in phase 3, which is supposed to be the final phase, it doesn't say that any of these businesses are actually ready until for about a year.
Right.
See, a lot of these rules are going to be in place, and I don't think we're ever going to see any business open up. We're not going to see that until maybe. Well, we won't see that until we see a cure. That's it. Because I'm like, you holding a lot of business owners liable by not having a cure, but saying, hey, you can open up at 100% full capacity, no face mask, no gloves, do your thing. You see?
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
But it's interesting though because it's just like it just shows us kind of like what a glimpse of what could possibly be new normal.
The new normal, yeah, which is interesting as well. Like
whoever don't want to play don't gotta play,
and there's no money in that. How do you expect artists to make money from here on out? A lot of artists make their money from club appearances. A lot of these clubs, they're jam-packed. People are right next to each other, dog. Literally.
You might tell me I've been to a club, man.
So I'm like, how do you expect these guys right next to each other? And a lot of even these clubs with no performances were just based off of bars and shit like that. Like it's gonna be different, man. NFL is also thinking about, Strauss said they're doing it without the fans. NFL is thinking about doing games on Saturday if college football season is canceled this year.
That's crazy.
because the NFL is still trying to go. NFL, man, they remind me a lot of the UFC to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really still trying to make it happen because there's still states open right now where you're gonna be able to find practice facilities and shit like that. The only reason it's a little bit harder for the NBA in comparison to the NFL and UFC is there's a lot more like players and teams you have to think about. The NFL doesn't have as many teams. Do they? No. Do
The NFL?
they? Yeah.
They got
the NBA?
They got 32 and the NBA got 30.
Okay, so they got more. But okay, let me say this. Their season isn't as long. So you can condense that. Yeah. It's a lot harder for how many games the NBA does. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are just traveling through four states, 4 or 5 states that are open. Because more states are opening up. It's just how
Atlanta's
long.
open?
Yeah, Atlanta's open. It just depends on how long they're going to be open. Oh, no, Atlanta's not open. No. Georgia's open, but Atlanta's not open.
Atlanta's not open? So Star was capping?
Georgia's open.
Oh, okay, but not Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clarify, I'm sorry.
They're supposed to be opening up soon, though.
They shouldn't.
A lot of places open up probably mid-May. But even then, a lot of people are when you say open up, a lot of people are saying, oh, like they're thinking everything going back to normal. But phase 1 is every business has to be at 25% capacity of what they're used to. A little something better than that. That's what it seemed like. And they ain't got no choice. It's like at least I'm getting a little bit of money to cover some of this shit and not getting nothing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just hope for the best. And hope that, you know what I'm saying, even with what you're doing, it gets busy to the extent, well, maybe you don't take no loss. I was trying to say the NBA and the NFL both have 32 teams.
NBA didn't have 32 teams. If you go look at the draft every year, it's 30.
That is true.
I wouldn't say that shit if I didn't believe what I knew. You know what I'm saying?
It's some crazy times, yo.
I feel though, Charlie, you was trying to,
A lot of people think Jesus coming. Man.
Jesus is gonna come when Jesus wanna come. That's how I feel.
I don't think he would come right now.
That's why I say.
Because he would come through, a lot of people would be like, man, you doing this? He'd be like, nah, y'all just fucking up.
Niggas want that truth, huh? Like, well, fuck you too, Jesus.
Like, I didn't do none of this. Y'all didn't look at the reports? That shit, that happened in Wuhan. That wasn't just me out the blue putting down a virus.
Stupid. You heard a free will,
nigga, on me. Like, y'all wasn't being safe. I just so happened to come at a time. Y'all, this is a coincidence. Goddamn. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna come back later. I feel like people gotta have a reason for anything.
You see how we down 9? Come back and lose.
For real though, I know for a fact though, this shit like I know this through the U.S. off guard just because how Trump was talking about it in the beginning. Trump was talking about this shit like this shit was a nigga lockdown. Leaving town to see out coronavirus pandemic on their 12.1 million equine estate in Florida as he extends stay-at-home order to May 30th. So Illinois, man, they in there to the 30th, man. I feel bad for y'all, Illinois.
Damn, 30th of May?
Of May, that's a whole nother month. That's a whole nother month. So I man, y'all stay strong out there, goddammit. Dr. Anthony Fauci, we should change his name to Dr. Anthony Fraud.
Damn. Whoa, you coming at him on. You gotta address the people why you say he's a fraud. You can't just
man. Y'all know Dr. Anthony Fauci, man. That fraud, he a liar. He handled this whole situation incorrectly. Not only that, how can you trust him after the whole HIV situation that he went through where a lot of people accuse him? If you look it up, there's a lot of information that supports the idea that he covered up a cure for the HIV, or at least a treatment that could have helped a lot of people at the time, just so he can earn money off a certain drug that he had a certain stock in. Because you got to remember, a lot of these wealthy guys in these positions, they're not just great at their job, but they also own stock. You heard me? They're putting money into their own business corporation that they know they got the ear on, that they close to, in any way that they can manipulate that market. They're gonna do that, man. That's business. That's money. So, yeah, man. Dr. Anthony Fauci, man. And there's who can you trust? Because you can't trust the media no more.
Because the media is trying to be good. Is that what you're saying?
There's just so much like biased information in the media. It's like they're trying to present facts, but then they end up start talking shit and they start getting into their emotions. I'm like, what happened to just putting out the numbers and just leaving it as that? Like, why are you stating your opinion in this article? Like, the first thing about journalism is you're not supposed to put your opinion in it. But that's the new thing,
right?
That's it. That's the new thing, though, because that's how you get clicks. That's the only way to make money. Talk that shit. It's the same thing in everything. Shock value, shock culture. A whole entire... The reality we live in right now is based off of shock culture, everything we do. So,
shock culture.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube channel, shock culture, entertainment, shock.
Why want to be shocked all the time? You know?
Because niggas be bored. Niggas be bored. And they motherfuckers don't have hobbies. No, they don't know how to find any other way to get that dopamine in their head, man. Other than maybe drugs. Other than that, they're like, damn, man, I need that shit to make me feel a certain way.
I see what you're saying. That dopamine, man. You don't got that dopamine, man.
Everybody got it. It just released in different
recently,
ways.
that's what I mean. If you're not releasing that dopamine.
Yeah, if you can't find a way, you know what I'm saying? Or you can't find a positive way, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's easy. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? The ones with money, they understand that. Because at the end of the day, they're intelligent as well. Like, we talking about the dude, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Like, man, this man is intelligent. So he got money and he intelligent. Like, he on a whole different spectrum. Like, he don't think these guys don't know how to manipulate people who ain't on their same frequency and wave, because we're not. Don't ever think a nigga that's smarter than you isn't afraid to manipulate you to do what he needs you to do. Or she, whatever it may be. Man, that's the game. Especially when you're talking about making money. And you just a pawn. You just an asset. You someone to help get him the bag or she the bag that they want. Just be mindful. Common sense, goddammit. Everyone don't got it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, ain't common at all.
And even when people have common sense, it's hard to utilize it in the right situations, because a lot of times you talk about the regular person, they in a position where they always got to be like, yes, sir, no, sir, when they would like to use it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make money. So the world be fucked up, man. That's why a lot of motherfuckers have psychological problems, because they be feeling like they be this way, that way, even though they want to be this way, but they feel like they got to if they want to, you know what I'm saying? The game, man. It's all the game. It's all part of the game. But, you know what I'm saying? As always, happy Coronavirus Day.
Oh, my God.
Because this is something that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. This shit is unprecedented, man. We ain't never seen nothing like this. We got old people talking about they never seen nothing like this.
Damn!
I've never experienced no shit like that. That's when you know shit real, man.
Yeah. This ain't never happened before.
I'm like, the closest thing to this, a lot of people already talked about it, 9/11. But I'm like, this ain't even know specifically New York. And then also, obviously the aftershock was the wars, as well as, you know what I'm saying, the difference in, you know, when you go to the airports, and then the security and measures in the airports, and also the security and measures just everyday life when it talks about surveillance, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So.
And one, boy.
Why you blame LeBron, dog? I don't think LeBron knew anything about this, man.
He said LeBron's fault.
Yeah, he said he put on King James.
Damn.
I want to read this real quick, because it's looking like, I'm not sure if something's going on with Kim Jong-un.
But you said his people said he was done.
They did, but a lot of people are trying not to say that. They don't want that to be the case, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're like, words come to words now.
Where did I see this shit? Where? Nah, it's taking me a little bit missing. But basically, it was saying that every time they asked Donald Trump about that certain situation, they refused. He just want to speak on it. So I'm not sure what that means.
He probably don't want to speak on it because he don't want the country to come after that nigga or something. Get me?
No. Donald Trump different, bro. He different, bro. Because I'm looking at there's this lady accusing Joe Biden of sexual assault, right? And they asked Donald Trump about it. And you would think, what would you think Donald Trump would do about the dude he going against in office? What do you think he would say about something like that?
Troll.
Right? Make him look worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, Joe Biden should respond to the allegations saying, I've been falsely charged numerous times. Then compares Democratic candidate to horribly treated Brett Kavanaugh. He didn't even shit on him, bro.
No, he felt like he was on his side.
I know. I'm like, bro, that's watching me. I'm like, it's crazy. He lowball different. I'm like, even if they I'm about to go against him. This is a perfect chance to smear his campaign.
But think about this too, like Trump understands.
But even I know what you're gonna say. He understands it. But even in this case, when you know you're gonna be going head to head against that person, you're gonna do whatever you can to smear that person. That's what I'm used to in politics. Like I ain't used to someone being like, oh no, like a chance to get on him and he don't. That's crazy.
Trump clearly don't think that his shit is in jeopardy.
Let's try to feel like LeBron killed Kobe.
Why are you saying all that nonsense? It's one thing with troll, but come on.
I'm not gonna sound crazy, but some people, I get where that conspiracy comes from to an extent. Just what happened right before he died, things like that, and all the shit that came out about the information before he died.
Word.
I remember that little that Laker game where he did that speech and he had the paper out and he said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna talk from the heart." That shit was just weak. I was like, this shit, I don't know what's going on here.
Fuck that shit. Like, you just wanted to say some shit, bro. Did we win that game?
I don't remember. No, y'all lost.
You don't even know who you played, huh?
Nah, but y'all lost. I know that.
How you gonna remember it?
I remember that because Carcino was talking about it. Because Carcino talked about the speech too. And he's like, you went out there and lost? I think y'all played Miami Heat. That's what it was. Because I remember Jimmy Butler went crazy on y'all.
It was Jimmy? I thought it was Spurs for some reason. I don't remember, bro. Somebody. Damn!
Yeah, y'all, we out here trying to survive the corona. That's all we trying to do. We trying to make it, build an immune system to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get our antibodies right. Madness.
Antibodies right. We got to get the antibodies right. We got to get the
drink.
What's this right here?
Cardiovascular.
The cardiovascular system. You know what I'm saying? Respiratory system on point. You feel me? And we just got to keep fighting, y'all.
I probably shouldn't have shot that three. That was
because when I tell y'all this is only the beginning, y'all. I don't want to say nothing negative, but I want to be honest.
That's bullshit.
Shit gonna get crazy. I don't know if y'all seen, but Michigan, the mayor of Michigan, governor, rolled up to the Capitol, locked and loaded, guns and everything. The motherfuckers, the House of Representatives who came there to sign the bill came with bulletproof vests. What ended up happening? They didn't sign it. So their lockdown is not going to be extended. But I'm like, just think about that, man. It's getting crazy out here, man. And that's because a lot of people are in a state where they feel like, look, as much as this coronavirus shit is crazy, I'd rather take my chance working and making sure I keep the shit I worked for all my life. And if I gotta die, I gotta die. A lot of people see that as crazy. But I'm like, and if you really, in reality, I'm like, man, motherfuckers die every day from different shit. You know what I'm saying? So people are taking a risk all the time for the most part. Like a lot of people be thinking life is just, fairy tales, capes, nigga Beverly Hills. And nah, man, there's people out here going to work every day and their life on the line. So it's like, man, you gonna tell me I gotta stay inside for a virus that, you know what I'm saying?
Could not be as deadly as being told.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean I'm talking shit on it or nothing. I'm just saying this is the mindset.
Possibility.
Like, not everybody's, you know what I'm saying, living in Dandelion Narnia world, you know what I'm saying? And to them, the biggest scare in their life is a coronavirus. You feel me? A lot of people are like, nigga, I be dealing with this every day. I be dealing with this, that, man. Fuck the virus. I need to go make some money. Because they be feeling like they like be on the line every day. And they still go out and make money.
Facts.
So I'm like, I feel like that's what a lot of people.
Shit, if you're out in that sun every day, you risking your life. Think about people that go pick fruit or are outside doing construction or something. They're always exposed to like.
That's what I'm saying. Or even people, you know what I'm saying, working for certain fields with all those type of chemicals, you know what I'm saying, that you ingesting, that you shouldn't be ingesting. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying, out there you working the crop fields, spraying all that, the pesticides and stuff, and that shit's terrible for your lungs. Like, people is doing some bullshit all the time, man. So. And not because they want to do it, but it's because they want to put some money on the table so they family fed or whatever they got is fed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I be getting it. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people
don't get it.
Yeah, and they be saying, man, these people are crazy. You can die. I'm going to stay in my home. And I'm like, you probably good right now. You probably living in a great house. Money taken care of. Talking about you can die. I'm like, whoever's out there protesting like that, they obviously in a dire situation.
It's also this, bro. Some people don't live off of the thrill of living, if that makes sense. Like, the thrill is knowing that, like you said, so-and-so is going to be taken care of. You get what I'm saying? Or, you know, whoever they're doing this for is taken care of. Mm-hmm. But as far as living, they die, they wouldn't trip. That makes sense. Because I'm like, a lady told, you know, every time I deliver and I don't have my glove or my mask on, people are just like, why don't you have that? Be safe. You need to try to tell me what I need to do. I'm like, I'm not in your house telling you what you need to do. And it's not no disrespect. It's just like, tell me be safe. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to tell me, because I'm not wearing the gloves, you more safe than me. Because clearly.
And you would have never said that shit if this coronavirus shit wasn't going on. You would have never told my ass to stay safe. You would have gave 2 fucks about it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that's a bad. I'm just like, it's the mindset. Like we talked about 2 episodes ago. Fear is driving all this. I'm not saying it's not valid. Like, you should be cautious. I'm not saying don't be stupid, but I'm just like, at the same time, there's a lot of people who's looking at this and been like, man, I deal with worse shit like this on a daily basis, even while the lockdown's going on. So for you to tell me I can't go make money for my family right now because of something that you saying is bad, which I believe it is, but it's like, nigga, I've been dealing with shit that you've been saying is bad for so long and still living and having to figure it out. Like, this ain't, you know, I'm not about to let this stop me.
Yeah. Like, a little buzz.
Yeah, like, nah. Nigga, let me go make money for my family. He said, Strada said, millennials are stupid, ignorant assholes partying and doing stupid shit when they know they need to be in quarantine. When you talk about the millennials, doing stupid shit, I agree with that. I agree with niggas doing extra shit, partying and shit like that. Like, that's a whole different side. Like, I'm talking about the working people, the people who need to put money on the table in order to keep the shit that they got, and they don't got nothing else. Like, they don't know how they're gonna pay their next bill.
That's so dumb.
The ones going out and who are disadvantaged, that's where it's like, and see, that's where it comes, and that's where I'm on that like spectrum where I'm like, as much as I feel the way about the coronavirus, it's out there and it's killing people. So I'm like, the ones that need to be obeying the rules to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't go overboard. Like, don't do dumb shit. Be in the quarantine. God damn it. But I'm like, you can't get on the people who are out there protesting saying I need my job back, because I'm like, this is the only way we're gonna motherfucker pay my bills. Like, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? The unemployment system ain't shit right now. And I'm like, that stimulus check, like, it's cool. But I'm like, think about if you in an area with the high cost of living. It ain't gonna do shit. That's gonna pay one bill, or that's gonna pay that rent. That's it. You hear me?
Facts.
So I'm like, niggas like, yo, either let me work or give us more money. You decide. And Trump over here like, well, shit, I'm gonna let him work. But the thing is, even if he's saying that, and even if the state is saying like, yo, I want these businesses back open, you still got mayors, you know what I'm saying, government, you know what I'm saying? You still got mayors of counties. And at the end of the day, it's their job to be like, yo, do I feel like safe to open this county up that I'm open?
Facts.
So you got a lot of shit going on.
Let's go, boy.
A lot of shit going on. Salute to the Black Goose family, though. Salute to y'all too up in here. I know Estrada's one of them, man. He's been rocking with us ever since, for this corona. The other person, man, I don't know what it is.
Fuck!
You been there, man. You've been having some good conversation flowing this whole time, man. It's been a great chat, man. Good, informative info right here, man.
I'm finna lose, bro. All because of some bullshit.
He's gonna take an L, but you know what I'm saying? We're still very informative so far. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get y'all a little bit more information. I am gonna get up real quick and give myself a little boost.
Hey, bro, you wanna do me a favor and turn on the oven?
Yeah.
Estrada said, I can't wait till election day gets here and Trump finally goes to hell.
They might what's the word?
Damn!
On the virus. Depends on what's happening with the
Let's go, baby!
So we gonna see. Look at that. Armed vigilantes stand guard outside Texas business to protect their constitutional right to open in face of state strict stay-at-home measures. I don't know if these are fake news stories or if they're real news stories, but I'm like, shit about to get crazy. But let me ask you this, Estrada. You said you can't wait till election day so Trump finally goes to hell. Are you voting for Biden? You voting for Joe Biden? Oh, you gotta hit that.
How does he miss?
You gotta hit that. That's disrespectful. Well, that's the foul. Yep. Anti-lockdown protesters armed with rifles storm Michigan Capitol as lawmakers wearing bulletproof vests votes against extending Governor Gretchen Whitmer's state of emergency. So actually, the governor of Michigan, she declared a state of emergency. She just wanted to extend it for 28 more days. And motherfuckers came with guns to shoot her ass up. That's crazy.
You blame him?
I can't, because I was just talking all that shit. So I can't. Because motherfuckers like, nigga, I don't got 28 more days. I ain't heard shit from employment. I need some money right now. Okay? Are you gonna give it to me? Because it don't sound like it, goddammit. Ooh.
Fuck, man. Gotta take my L. Like
Estrada said, I will vote for whoever as long as Trump.
Even on the outside, it looks like he might be the more
approachable candidate.
That's a great word for it. Approachable candidate. And Trump, just look into this man, because sometimes the most dangerous motherfucker is the most quiet motherfucker. Okay? Or the most appealing. You know what I'm saying? With Trump, you get what you get. He shows it all. That's what he is. Joe Biden, man. A lot of hidden agendas there, man. I don't trust Biden. Biden seems like a snake who would kill a snake just so he can throw that snake up to kill that nigga again. So it's crazy, man. Like that, there's something about Biden, man. There's something about
he's
that.
just shady,
nigga.
man.
Yeah,
He's somebody that's trying to tell you that I'm not something,
yeah.
but I clearly see it in your face.
Yeah, I'm like,
all right, bro.
He'll be like,
I did not feel that way about those lions. I did not mean to call them monkeys.
and then he got a hat on that said, "Niggas is monkeys." I don't feel that way. I swear. We're like, but your hat, nigga.
I see it in your face.
I'm confused. Estrada said, damn it, a crackhead could go against Trump and I will vote for a crackhead.
Let me ask you this, Estrada. What if Biden takes this is actually a better question. What do you not like about Trump so much? Let me ask that. What is your hate against Trump? Why do you feel the way you feel against Trump?
Is it just because you can't stand his face? Is it because this nigga's hair ain't his hair?
Hey, bro, we should probably get on a bad season.
Why do you feel the way you feel about Trump? That's all I'm asking.
I told you already.
No, I'm asking Estrada.
Oh, what did he say?
No, I'm asking him. I'm going to see what he says. Because he said, damn it, a crackhead could go against Trump and I will vote for the...
Most most white men in power with that amount of money, most of them are racist, right?
Hey, but ask Estrada this. Hey, Estrada, is Trump stupid?
All right, Zen wants to know, do you think Trump is stupid?
No, I mean stupid. Is he stupid enough to let his racism get in the way of money?
Money.
Ask yourself.
And in order for the country to thrive, it has to be centered around money because money makes the world go around.
If it didn't, motherfuckers that were broke would be living great.
So, you know.
Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Let me know if I'm lying.
Even though some people could say there's white men with a lot of money who aren't racist, which me personally, I don't believe that.
I know, tell me one.
And I'm not even talking about black and white. I'm talking about, and this may not even be considered racist. This can be considered classism, where nigga, I got more money than you. You don't got as much as me, so you ain't shit. Which to me is just as bad as racism. Like it's the same spectrum. Anybody you dealing with who feels like they're above you is gonna treat you like that, especially if they in a position where it's just unfathomable for the regular working class dude. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, we're in the presence of somebody like a Trump or some shit like that. I'm like, nah, you don't gotta respect him, but that nigga not gonna think you anything. He ain't gonna think you shit.
Day out basis. You don't even understand how much a trillion really means.
Estrada said, hell no. That man is all about money, is the root of all evil. And I respect that. Because he is all about money. People who make that much money, you can't be not all about money and make that much money. It's impossible.
Ask Estrada this. Is he not about money?
But I get his point. That's not what he's saying. I understand I understand the aspect of the fact that if you value something like money, something that, especially if you're talking about the paper money, the currency that we are utilizing that has no value behind it, what type of person are you really if that's your most important thing? You know what I'm saying? There's more to life than money. You feel me? So I get his comeback. I get what he's talking about. I get what he's saying.
But
he values money to the extent where nobody else matters, right?
Hold on.
Or he'll discredit you because of it. That's not a great thing.
But I'm gonna say this. Estrada, being unbiased, can you say that if you had Trump's money that you wouldn't act that way? That's an interesting question. It's like, because like when you really break down shit, bro, it's like me, right? I'm humble. I don't treat people disrespectfully. But if I came from a certain type of money and I was taught certain things, or when I saw certain things, I didn't see any repercussions, or I didn't see any types of bad outcomes of what the actions I saw go in front of me, and then I was taught certain things. When you get a certain type of some money, you're gonna feel like, well, fuck that person. Now I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but I'm saying though, like Trump, he came from money, and then his peoples, they probably weren't necessarily telling them, hey, treat everybody equal when you go out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. So it's like, Estrada, if you grew up from money, and somebody you seen how they was treating people, how they was moving, how they was making deals, he would bring you to work. You was seeing how things was going. He'll let you know, hey, kiddo, don't tell moms this, but da-da-da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? You get into that, introduced to a certain lifestyle in there, self. You're gonna have a different outlook. Now, I'm not saying that outlook is right. I'm just saying, would you have a different outlook? Could you honestly say, yes, I could be different if I had the billions of dollars? I wouldn't treat people like that. I wouldn't be like what Trump is. Because I'm like, I think Trump is the definition of what people should try to strive to do. And I'm not saying it's easy, but just live life carelessly. Now, clearly he has money, so he doesn't necessarily need to have a certain image to continue, you know what I'm saying? Because his business is going to do what they do. But what I'm saying is just live life, you know what I'm saying? Do what you feel like is right for the time being. And as you keep moving, you keep improving. I'm like, end of the day, man, Trump said he was going to be president. He is. He's spoken into existence. A lot of people, they don't believe what they say. They kind of just, You know what I'm saying? They just say it because it sounds good, but they don't believe it. Like one thing you can't knock Trump, he believe what he said, even if it's wrong. But I'm like, at least he still believes in what he says.
That's trying to say I don't care about money. Money can't buy everything.
And I agree, but
I agree with that.
having a lot of it don't hurt neither.
But they don't need a lot of it though. Some people feel like as long as they're able to pay their bills and have the necessities that they feel like they need,
But my question,
we good.
But my thing is though, if you never had, like, if Trump inherited that, okay, of course he's ahead of the game. But I'm still like, we never had that. Like, where it's just like you now have to worry about anything ever. Like, there's never gonna be a point where you like, yeah, kiddo, can't get that meal. Nah, shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, for him to even capitalize on that in double or whatever, what I'm saying, like it's hard to just say, yo, F Trump, when it's like, well, shit.
But you have to look into it in perspective of someone who doesn't necessarily value that as something that's respected, right? If someone doesn't value money at the same level Trump does, or value money to a certain extent, or value businesses or create business, things like that, they're not going to see something as a feat or an accomplishment that's enough for them to just discredit maybe some of the bullshit he has said. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Like I said, Trump is not right all the time. But I'm just saying, for people just to have that disdain hate, I'm just like, y'all don't even understand how much, like, how to even wake up. It's like Prince Akeem in Coming to America. What was his biggest thing? What it was like to have to struggle, but not to have, something you have to go work for. So I'm like, for Trump, he never had to necessarily go. He could just pay that off. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's it for the year. He's not asking what's month to month. What's it for the year? Okay. Bow, I got you a check. So it's like, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying, like, before you sit there and just try to say you hate that man, think about what he had to go through. And then, people say, fuck what he had to go through. So I'm like, why couldn't he give you the same energy? If you're not trying to hear that out. And it's not even for you. It's not even for him. And I'm not even trying to say it's for him.
You should repeat that point. If you're going to give that man energy, you shouldn't be mad if he giving you that energy back. If you saying fuck him just because you emotionally feel that way, rather than actually doing research and seeing if it's necessary to say that, then don't be surprised when he like, man, fuck y'all too. If you ain't doing what I like, what I want to see from you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if you're doing something based off of emotion, most likely it's because they're not doing something you don't like, rather than maybe it's something that needs to be done. And that's just all speculating what I'm saying. I mean, you just never know.
Looking at it a little bit deeper.
We out here though, yo. I'm chilling, man. Hey, man, it's been a good day though, man. Happy quarantine, everybody. You know what I'm saying? What time is it out here in the streets? 11:30.
I want to watch a good movie. I didn't end up watching one yesterday.
11:30. You said movie?
I think I'm gonna watch The Red Sun though.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. Just trying to say. Money is like Air Jordans. They are evil. I'm not doubting what money is. Money,
yeah, that's a fact.
Money is. But I'm like, at the end of the day,
so you think I talk about paper currency? That's real evil because there ain't no weight to it. There ain't nothing behind that shit. That shit is just literally paper.
I'm not saying Estrada is even wrong. I'm just saying, like, unfortunately, that's what it is. If you don't got it, you ain't looked at as shit.
In the world, that's because we live in a capitalistic society.
Exactly. The more you have like that. But the people that feel like that are such a low, it's not a high enough number for Trump to care, if that makes sense.
I think it's higher than you think. I think majority of people feel like that because they ain't never had shit.
Okay, if you're talking about money, then yeah. But if somebody was to give them $1 million, who's to say that mindset changed?
You can't say that though, because I'm like, that's never gonna happen. Niggas play the lottery all the time. You feel me?
No, I agree. I'm just saying.
It's like you have to condition yourself at the very least to feel that way. Because if you don't, you're gonna go crazy. Because I'm like, there's such a small population that is making such that large amount of money. You know what I'm saying? mean, that's why they be motherfucking put in the media every day. That's why most people, that's all they follow. That's all they care about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but the world, like, I've been to, like, America moves off the poor and off the working class. That's how the economy moves. Like, without that, that shit dead. Look at now.
You would never want.
You would never won. So that's all I'm saying. It's crazy. Shit is upside down because it don't make sense how during these times, those are the people who are still working, but they're not compensating. Motherfuckers is trying to make it, like, you know, the credit they're giving. Like, you see over there, the airwaves, like, we're going to salute all the workers still going. I'm like, man, that don't mean shit. I'm like, why don't they make more money? These niggas' lives is at risk if the coronavirus is really that real. That don't make, that's why I'm like, that's why there's so many debates. It's like, yeah, there's these deaths, they showing told, And it's like, I get what Trump said to his thing, you want to open shit back up. Because I'm like, you see, they're saying there's supposed to be a shortage on meat coming up because.
That's why I came with that possible meat, bro.
No, there's a shortage of meat because a lot of the meat plants, a lot of the cases, they spiked up because they got them still working and they working in close quarters. And so a lot of them was getting sent home and shit like that. What ended up happening is Trump, he signed an executive order to have all the workers go back. And a lot of them saying they're not going to go back. They're not going to put their lives at risk.
I feel like you just have to compensate. You have to give them like $25,000 or $30,000 an hour. Because you have to make
man, you should be giving these motherfuckers 50, 60 an hour. This is their life.
I'm just saying you have to compensate that person to make them feel like, all right, that sounds like it's worth it.
You telling me the Lakers could get all that money, nigga? You can't give motherfuckers putting their life at risk some money?
I'm saying,
the fuck the Lakers leave money from, nigga? They got money. That don't make no sense.
What you just say though? It's a capitalistic society.
Exactly. It's all about motherfucker. It's all about competition. Who's first? So it don't matter if you need the money, but if you ain't first on the shit, and a lot of times being who's first, you know what who's first means? Having the education, not by no school shit or nothing like that. Just knowing what to do when motherfuckers say there's free money out. Back out. But the motherfuckers who got money, oh, they know what to do. And hey, man, I'm doing this all my life. I know exactly what to do. And when they don't hear nothing back, they don't, best believe they reapplying again. They don't give up. I'm getting this money, nigga. That's how they got rich in the first place, because they money hungry.
It's like it's the same thing kind of like with dudes with women. If you're persistent enough, you're gonna crack.
You were going to crack.
And eventually you feel like, oh, okay, I realized how I was fucking up. And she kind of let me know, like, she only fucking with me because, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you can even do that. You can be like, oh, all right, bet. It's crazy though, man. 2020, you fucked everything up, man. This is gonna probably be the worst year in history.
2020, the year of clear vision. Everything gonna be great.
And that's what niggas was saying, though, right?
Everybody was on that shit. That's why I don't fuck with trends. Trends ain't shit. Trends is manipulative. It started from something. Somebody put that out in the atmosphere so you can believe whatever it is that they putting out there. You feel me? Fuck all that shit. I'm not saying this shit is planned, but I'm just saying in 2014, 2015, Dr. Michael Fauci and the Obama administration donated over $3 million to the Wuhan lab on studies on the corona.
Shit that a lot of motherfuckers would sleep on and made themselves predetermine what they thought was real before it was even pronounced.
And what a lot of people don't realize too, when you think about this far ahead with the Obama administration, they had you so turned up and focused on the fact that he was a black president, y'all didn't even realize the corruption that was going on during that time. That's all anybody gave a fuck about. Whether it be something good or something bad. We were so, and look, I'm a black man myself, but we were so focused on people getting shot down, this, and that. That nigga, we in a situation where we all got fucked up, and it looked like it was funded by the motherfucker who was one of the leaders in the World Health Organization that's dealing with the U.S. government. Direct result. Trump cut off funding. This is the only reason why, and I'm not going to go into this because we did this, you know what I'm saying? This is a little This is like a side conversation here that y'all don't really know about. But the group chat, when it was added, and it was added, and he said Trump too. I went to dispute. I said I'm not. I wanted to say I'm not sure about that yet, but I know people are emotionally attached to that. The only reason I'm not sure Trump being attached to that because he's been going at Dr. Anthony Fauci since day one on this. He cut funding to the World Health Organization because he didn't like the way he dealt with it, and he got pushed back because of that. Someone said Dr. Anthony Fauci should be fired. He retweeted it. He retweeted Dr. Anthony Fauci should be fired. In the next press conference, they asked him about it. They said, why'd you retweet that? You feel like he should be fired?
I said,
no, we have a great relationship because you have to say that with, when you're not fucking with an employee you fuck with, and you told nigga, like I said, like say you tell me, like I don't fuck with this nigga right here. And then I just so happened to say that shit where he heard it or someone else heard it in that situation. And then when I'm gone, they come back when you with that dude and they like, so yeah, I heard you told me you don't like them. And you'll be like, nah, we good. Like I say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep shit cool. That's what happened basically. But go ahead. My bad. I thought you forgot. I was going.
Key. What was I saying? What were you saying?
I was saying Dr. Anthony Fauci, man.
When you think about it, I say this, bro. Even though the information I know, you can really say Obama is X, Y, and Z, but let's not act like they said this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, if you get set up right, you get put in a certain position, but it doesn't necessarily make you in a position where it's like it's bad. It's just not a position that you want to be in, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Sure. So it's like he's like, I wanted to be this, but this is not how I wanted to have to go.
And I was just talking about how it's not the end all be all with the president, so you can't put it.
So it's like that's the only reason. Like even when like Corey and them niggas kind of get on Obama and try to shit on him so easy.
I know, like
I'm like, come on, bro. How easy is even to get in there? He the first nigga ever. So it's like I don't always want to give Obama that negativity, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and praise him like everybody else.
And you know his plan. I'm like, you know his plan.
Exactly.
I'm like, you know they want it. That's the.
And to some degree, who's to say?
Take this shit, and I'm gonna try to do the best I can. Like I get that. Like life.
Oh man.
Life is literally a roller coaster. You roll with that shit. Whatever happens. You kind of figure it out. So it's like you can't be. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But I'm like.
But so that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, what you're talking about with the Fosse and all that. It sucks, and you got it is your duty.
What the fuck?
To a person that is trying to spit real shit to introduce what you feel about this shit. So it's like I get that point. I just wanted to make that point. So it's like, don't act like as if I don't want you just to come at Obama. I want
that's
you know what I'm saying.
I respect.
I want you to reprimand him though if he's not doing right.
I respect that.
That's all I'm saying.
I respect that. It's crazy though. During that time, like, but we talked about that how they cut funding for shit like that, but somehow just take it out. Just take it out real quick.
Bro, I just think I'm smelling something. I ain't putting it in here.
Was on top. My bad. I thought you was gonna see it. You was gonna take that shit out. It's good.
That shit got on fire.
For real?
Yeah.
You lying?
Well, the bag did.
It's on fire.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Nah, I didn't. My fault. I didn't even think I didn't think about you warming this shit up. Yeah, I was just warming it up. Oh, you see, you have something here. Why not? There's a ranch here. Hey, we good, y'all.
Yeah, we live. I don't know if y'all heard that, nigga.
Crazy.
I see the fire, nigga. I said,
Oh, bro, but that first you said you was on fire, you lying, so I was like,
I didn't believe
I got it, bro. No, because I was like this, I said like this, and then like when it fell onto the napkin, and like it burnt the napkin, and I was like, oh, and I had to, and then you see the handle broke off, so I was like, no. Fucked it all up. Hey man, it was crazy times in there, man. It was,
that's 2 lives in a row, some crazy shit.
I know some crazy shit. Hey man, this is the content that you need though. People are gonna be like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, man, you gotta eat, man. Next time I gotta look, man. Shit, no, that shit.
No, I just said something. I thought you was gonna put it in there. But see, I be forgetting. Like, see, that's what I do. I allow this shit to warm up with this shit.
Oh, in there?
Yeah, that was my fault.
It's mine a little bit too. I should have low key looked because you could have had some pots in there or some shit. I don't even know.
Oh, our bad, y'all. We back. God damn it. This nigga is trying to say, damn, y'all can't cook. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Hey, nah, we fucked up a little bit right there, but we good. We good. Everything's straight. Y'all don't know there was some real flames going on for a minute, nigga. It should be right on the little top thing. We good though, y'all. I don't remember what I was talking about.
I just had the whole stick. I put it over there.
No, that's probably up over there. But we chilling, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have this live go too much longer. But there's no way we're not gonna end on that note, though. That's a fact. What you think? What do you think? Should we end on that note? Man, it's probably right over there.
No, when I looked over and saw it, I said, oh, wow.
Wait.
Oh, did you grab the shit put over here?
Bro, I swear it was just a whole stick of what I just seen. Man, y'all seen us at our craziest time right now, man. I lost the button. That's I accidentally threw it away on some shit. Excuse us, y'all, man. I know y'all just probably like, man, this shit looks like bullshit. I'm like, man.
We trying to find the butter, man. Can't find the butter, y'all. Shit crazy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Bro, this is crazy. I gotta make the
Hold up, y'all. Hey, we got a lot going on, family. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end the stream right here, yo.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Hey, you find the butter? No. We gonna end this, man. I feel bad, man, because I went to end this with another song. Goddamn it.
Like, I just gonna feel bad just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? Just open up a whole, yeah, that was a little funky, little last thing. Bro, it looked right there. If I did see in that trash, I ain't really good.
Hey, man, it's like going on, man. It's a whole fire out, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a song for him. I'm gonna be in it, man. Come on.
Nah, come on. This dude's crazy. Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a little irked.
Sure, man.
A whole half a stick of butter just disappeared, man. Y'all need cooking lessons from Gordon Ramsay ASAP. Hey, man, shut your ass up.
Estrada still there.
Hell no, he talking his shit. Shut your ass up, Estrada.
God damn it, Estrada be
We
leaving.
could
You
cook.
come back talking that shit.
Motherfuckers didn't understand that motherfuckers had their shit. Man, I ain't gotta explain.
This nigga lost the butter, man. Nah.
But you moved that shit somehow, man.
I didn't touch that shit.
I don't know, man. When you went up in
I
there,
didn't
something
touch
just
it, bro.
disappeared, man. That shit melted.
I didn't touch it. It's probably just, man, we're gonna see that shit randomly probably tomorrow in the morning. Like, oh, there's the butter. That nigga was right here the whole time, man.
That shit's stupid.
Good, man. But see, look, we gonna end this soon. Cause that was a whole fire that we just saw. That's 2 nights in a row with some crazy shit. God damn it. Last night somebody got their ass popped. And he didn't burn the food. That's another thing. Like, my food's still good. I can still eat the shit. Like, I'd have been crazy if I didn't have no food like all that.
I feel bad. Like, you can have my burgers, bro. All right, let me get these beats.
This nigga said, y'all need Rachel Ray.
This nigga over here trying to gas.
Last night, nigga got his ass popped 2 times. Nigga, 2 clips.
I hope this is a good beat, y'all. I don't know how this beat's gonna sound.
We already know we are leaving tonight without a motherfucking song. That's the new ritual to these coronavirus motherfucking streams. So we gonna do this, and we gonna get the fuck up out of here. Oh, wait, stop. My bad. Hold up. Just for this.
I'm gonna pick a new beat then, because they already heard it.
And oh.
Oh my God, nigga, you hit that note something crazy.
Hey, I like it though. Just got that right.
Hey man, you don't hush your ass up, man. I'm tired of you coming at me like you know me and you finna do the Rick James. You feel me? Bro, how the blue good? Nah, I do.
That's all I hear about.
I know I gonna get it.
But it's gonna be like $2. I'm like, the food, I had to go get some more food and shit. So like, I'm supposed to have more break.
I hate how it's I can put the egg on top of all this. So I'm trying to get good. I've been eating out so much.
All right, we here, y'all. We here. Let's have some fun now.
I don't know how this beat's gonna go, so hopefully it goes.
So I don't got the sauce, boy.
Yo, Corona ain't shit part 2. Corona ain't shit. Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
Yeah.
Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit. Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
Yeah.
Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
I'm in the crib.
Yeah.
And the niggas just lit.
Yeah.
I'm in the crib. Ha. And the niggas just lit.
Yeah.
Corona ain't shit.
Ha.
Corona ain't shit.
Nah.
Corona ain't shit.
Nah.
Corona ain't shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm big.
Yeah.
Running too much.
Yeah.
What is your mom?
Whoa.
She looking like her.
You already know.
I gotta get it.
Yeah.
Cause I gotta get it.
Yeah.
This is quarantine. So I ain't with it.
So I'm saying.
I'm trying to be lit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it hot.
I'm going.
What do your mama know?
Yeah.
She need my ghost stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in the car now.
Whoa.
She give me cop.
Yeah.
Trying to get money.
Whoa.
I'm about to get what?
Whoa.
What? Corona ain't shit.
Yeah.
Trying to get money in dollars and dough. I'm trying to get rich.
Yeah.
Looking at that, my man, she up here looking like lit.
Whoa.
Took her back to the room, but I had to get off my shit.
Corona ain't 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 shit.
Corona ain't
Corona ain't shit.
It ain't.
Corona
It ain't.
Corona ain't shit.
It ain't.
Corona ain't shit is smoking.
Fuck.
Why you be watching me, nigga? You mad? Cause I be toying
Talk.
with your little bitch. She called me up, she just want a dick. I'm mad cause you mad cause you ain't never seen nobody do it like I do. I did. I'm moving the way that I wanted to. My little bitch, you be blunted to. Never see me like I wanted to. I just be doing what I just be doing. I ain't never gonna stop that shit. Corona ain't shit.
Corona ain't shit.
I feel like I'm lit.
I'm there on lit.
I'm in my bed.
I'm on my bed.
I get the hit.
I got the head.
The niggas be mad.
Oh,
Mad as shit.
man.
I don't be tripping on that. I never trip. Niggas be mad. One day I'm just gonna drip. I ain't got no time. I'm gonna get everything. I gotta get a new whip. Say it. Corona ain't shit.
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 I'm on my bed.
Corona ain't shit.
And I really lit.
Corona ain't shit.
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 Yeah. I just moving this feeling like all these niggas they just mad.
Mad.
A nigga be feeling like mad.
Mad.
My head right now I just be mad nappy.
Mad at.
I'm just real with you, nigga. I just be just mad nappy. And the shit ain't really no shit to me.
Corona ain't shit and I don't want to know it.
Yeah. I be feeling like I'm boozy.
Boo.
Crazy shit.
Hey.
Crazy shit. Alright, y'all. We gotta do it.
You had to do it, man.
He said, y'all cooking ain't shit. Hey, that's a good one, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta give it to you.
I know we should low-key did that, man. Next
Cooking
time
ain't shit.
Cooking ain't shit.
Alright, y'all. We gonna end it. We started late, so we ended late. So
Appreciate the like, man. Anything else y'all give, man? Appreciate it, man.
yeah, we've been going. Yeah, we enjoyed it, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow. And then also another thing too, we still trying. We're not sure yet on the special guest we wanted to get. Oh, no word yet.
We got here.
No word yet. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay on. So
I'm work late.
See what it says. All right, we're gonna do Saturday. We're gonna do it Saturday if the special guest agrees. The special guest agrees.
Nation.
Hopefully. He should. I feel like he's gonna hit back right away. Because I'm like originally want to do something Saturday. I'll see all this stuff myself check. But you never know. Life is life. And the coronavirus time calls for some crazy times. So We ain't gonna have y'all wait on that because he hit back in. Okay, so we're gonna let y'all know tomorrow then. How about that? Yeah, let's go early. We'll go early, but it's gonna be a short one. We're gonna go live early, like a 45-minute live. So 30-minute live, 45-minute live.
Man, we should watch that movie. I'm watching a
Mortal
movie.
Kombat?
Or watch a movie. You don't gotta watch that one. Watch a movie. Shit,
All
if
right,
anything,
we'll come with
if you want, since you already, I don't know how long ago, but I can watch damn, that Superman movie. I can't think of the name.
Oh, Red Sun?
There you go, Red Sun. Tonight.
See some crazy shit.
Nah, I can watch Red Sun tonight and then rewatch it tomorrow in the morning. If you want to do that. If you want to watch that again, not that we can still pick a different movie. If you feel we could, I'm just like, I don't know.
I want to do the Mortal Kombat. We're gonna do anything but watch the Mortal Kombat. That's I watch that. I watch that. So we gonna come live to y'all tomorrow morning. Not morning, but we're just gonna be watching Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
Nothing over the top. And we're gonna let y'all know we're gonna get that special guest on Saturday. That's a confirmation. So the good content to look forward to. I'm still planning on I'm still thinking about it. The reason I haven't done it yet, if I'm gonna release some footage that may be good for the YouTube. Not yet. Not sure. Might be good content. We'll see. But as of now, appreciate y'all. Shout out to Estrada as always.
Yes, sir.
We out of here, man. And stay safe, goddammit, because it's crazy out here in these quarantine streets. Quarantine shit.